Nej, sådär.
Hi guys, we're back. Third episode.
Third episode of episode 98. Okay, so last Sunday. It was the Christmas of retro gaming in Belgium. It was Culkin.
Ah, yes, Culkin.
It's like the main event of the year in Belgium. Not because it's the best fair in Flanders, but because everybody meets up there and
all the nerds
meet up there, and all the trades that had been discussed throughout the year, they get finalized there, you know.
It's like a Mos Eisley cantina of gamers.
Yeah, indeed. You can buy stuff there at good prices, but mostly you just go there to browse, talk to friends, and trade. Now,
and oogle at the ladies.
What?
There are no ladies.
Well, there are
maybe
some ladies. There are some ladies. Last year Anne was there, my lady was there, or two. It's already 2 years ago.
And did she nod her head in disapproval?
No, it was okay.
Did she roll her eyes like?
You know my banner on Facebook? Like you have the profile picture, but then you also have
banner. But I don't know what's your banner.
Yeah, it's me like grappling to stuff, and Anne is standing there like.
No, really?
Somebody took it.
I gotta check it.
It's cool. So first up, it was.
So this is your Culkin deals, right?
Culkin and the Flea Market where you were.
Ah yes, we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
No, let's start because it's early in the morning.
Okay, yeah. So for the first time in ever, I decided to get rid of some stuff. So I had at least 9 IKEA boxes, and I only came back with 2.5. So I sold at least 6.5 big boxes of IKEA crap. And finally, downsized a little because it's just a fraction of my collection. I sold nothing nostalgic, but mainly things I picked up between the ages of 23, 29, in a sort of a. I had this weird sort of sick idea. I wanted to imitate Mark Bellomo. You know Mark Bellomo?
Yeah, you told me about him.
I think I had his book here. No, it's not here. It was here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but he's a collector who has everything.
And it's sort of like, for Taz, for example, his biggest idol is The Last Gamer, because he has 18,000 games, and Taz only has 6,000. And
he only has 6,000?
Only, or maybe 8,000. No, sorry, Taz. Comment and like his comments. Mark Bellomo is he's an American with Belgian family. His mother is Belgian. And he writes about toys. He has 30,000 sealed mint on card or mint in box toys in big storage spaces. And there's a YouTube series that highlights his collection. The Collectible Spectacle, very good. You should check it out. Very good YouTube series in 18 parts, because back then you could only upload 10 minutes. Remember the old days of YouTube? It would be. No, 18 episodes. Would be 50 minutes. No, I think there were differences according to which you had to sort of, let's say, achieve a certain number of subscribers. So in the beginning it was just 10, and so this guy, the Collectible Spectacle, who follows around the famous collectors, he only had 10 minutes. So imagine if we had the 16-bit in those days, we would have had 17 billion episodes for just one episode. You should really check out the series. He talks about toys, amazing. And I had sort of a crush on him as a collector, because it's so
man crush.
Yeah, a man crush, a bro crush, because it's so cool that he has like boxes and boxes of cool stuff. So I had a short period where I wanted to just. I didn't even care. I just wanted sealed things and just put them in a box. I didn't look at them. So really sad. And that's what I sold off last Sunday, because I really. I never looked at it. I mean, it's just gathering dust in my parents' basement.
And your parents are like, get the shit
No, because my father's like, why are you selling this? It's like, really, it's too much. My life is, I'm becoming a hoarder, and no one wants to be a hoarder.
No, that's true. So, we meet up there. We met up there with another guy, Martin.
Yeah, the great Martin.
From Heap Show. Yeah. Check out his app in the App Store.
He's a very new Laserdisc collector, and he's already more obsessed than we are.
Yeah.
He has more discs than I do.
But I bought 2 Laserdiscs of Julian here.
Yes.
€2 for both of them, so sweet deal. Thank you, Julian. One of my favorite childhood movies.
I've never seen it.
Mermaids. It's really good. I remember it. It's with a pretty cool song also, like If you want to be happy for the rest of your life. Na, 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 na. Yeah, it's about a dysfunctional family.
I really like Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, he's a good actor,
Rest in
and
peace.
Winona Ryder is also pretty neat.
And Cher.
Yeah, okay, Cher also.
She won an Oscar for Moonstruck, so she's probably not that bad of an actress.
No, but that song, Do You Believe in Love After Love, or whatever, that ruined her for me.
Yeah? You don't like the song?
No, I hate it.
Really, I like it.
But it was on MTV like 500 times a day or something, probably more.
Yeah.
And I also bought Dracula, Francis Ford Coppola movie. Everybody has seen this. It's a good movie, not the greatest.
It's a horrible transfer, by the way.
I don't
It really
mind.
doesn't hold up at all.
But it was €2
Yeah,
for
it's a
both
cool,
of them.
it's
So
a cool gatefold.
yeah,
Double gatefold. Triple gatefold.
double gatefolds. So those are my first two pickups of that day. And before I arrived, Martin already messaged me from like, hey man, do you want 3DO controllers? And I was like, sure.
It's so weird. I mean, I come from Edegem. I've been to the flea market every year. I don't think I've ever seen a 3DO system. Even in
No.
Belgium, I've never seen just a casual 3DO system.
No.
Never. And now in Edegem they have controllers, which means that the guy must have had at one point in his life a
Yeah,
console.
But we
Console.
asked him, and he was also a game collector, but he didn't want to get rid of any of his games, just some certain items like these two controllers.
Were they expensive?
Actually they were 10 a piece, which is not that bad, but it's not a cheap flea market deal, you know. He was wanting 32 or something, so I haggled through text with Martin. But 20 is okay for two. If I buy them online from Japan, they're like 5 a piece. But I
Are they original? This
one is original.
Yeah, this one is not.
Yeah, it's a Super Partner. No, sorry, Game Partner.
Okay.
Game you partner in games. The strange thing about 3DO controllers is that you have to daisy chain them together.
Maybe like the worst design ever.
Yeah. You only have one controller port on the system. You have to like hook up. I think at max it's possible to hook up 8, but I don't think there's any game that uses 8 controllers. You only need 2, but
Who thought that was a good idea?
yeah, they should
Although-
fire him from the 3DO
Although
company.
I have a soft spot for 3DO because the main guy behind the 3DO console was Trip Hawkins.
Yeah,
And Trip Hawkins was a big guy from the EA days.
Yeah,
And then and as you know, I always think that when people try and they fail, they have my sympathy. So like the underdog, as always, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, Trip Hawkins. I mean, this guy had a vision. He said, I want to have a sort of a console that will be a CD player that also will play movies, because he also had a CDI or a video CD cartridge.
yeah, but that was not the original idea.
Yeah, but no, what I read was he wanted some sort of an all-function multimedia console that could play everything in the living room. And in his wildest dreams, I remember I read the press report or the press conference. There was a highly publicized press conference in which Trip was talking, and he said like we had the dream that, for example, in the house of the future in 10 years you will step in and there will be a 3DO. And I always think, well, this is a guy with a vision, and he failed, and that's sad. So you have my...
The problem with the 3DO was that
Tell me. What was
they
it?
had to pay a license fee to the 3DO company.
Yeah, to
Because they
produce the
didn't,
console, right?
they didn't make the system themselves, so Panasonic made some,
Gold Star.
Gold Star and another company.
Yeah.
But the problem
thing
was
is-
they normally game systems, you sell them at a loss and you make profit on the games.
Nintendo almost never does it. Almost
Yeah,
the
but-
Wii and the GameCube were always
but that's
sold
the
at
general
profits.
rule.
Yeah, I know.
And the 3DO was like a $700
$700,
system, and I think at release there was only one game available for many months. So
It's like the Switch.
a bit like that. But yeah, that's why it failed, because and then the PlayStation of course came out and the 3D was far more superior than anything
Even
that
the
just
Saturn sold better than the 3DO.
of course, yeah.
Although the Saturn was also like
The flop,
of the big three, but the
Yeah,
3DO
yeah.
lagged behind. It was the fourth.
But you had the Jaguar, you had the 3DO, the PCFX from NEC, you had the Saturn, and they all paled in comparison to the PlayStation 1. I mean, the hardware was
and
just
then
fast.
eventually the N64 was the second winner of
that's
that generation.
3 years later almost. Like
yeah, but it's still lumped in the same category as the PS1 and the Saturn.
But the ones before that, they were like released in 1993. The PlayStation 1 was released in 94. But the jump was incredible.
Yeah.
The N64, if they would have had CDs, I think Nintendo would have still be the main competitor today.
That's sort of a what-if scenario.
Yeah, of course.
What if Nintendo went along with Sony's SNES CD add-on?
I don't think that would have been a big success.
No, but maybe Sony would never have started
of course,
PlayStation.
yeah, sure.
Imagine a world without PlayStation.
Yeah.
It became such a phenomenon that even, I remember grandparents started to use it as a verb. Oh, so you're gonna PlayStation today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how big can you be if you become a verb?
We would be now playing on our Sega Jupiter with like a 100X inside and add-ons on all sides, and it would have been a crazy world.
That's really, if I ever have a DeLorean, which is, and I'm allowed to go back in time, I'm allowed. That's really one of the things that I would look up. I mean, just for example, be there when Sony and when the deal between Sony and Nintendo falls through, and maybe say, "Wait, negotiate again. Just try it." And I just want to witness a world without PlayStation. Just see. Also, remember the famous story of Atari not joining forces with Nintendo. I think it was like the #1 dumbest moment in gaming history from IGN. They once did a countdown.
But I disagree.
Imagine Atari and Nintendo teaming up.
Yeah, probably Nintendo would have failed because of them.
Because of Atari.
So
speaking of Nintendo,
at the same flea market, I found a Nintendo DS. I already own, of course, Nintendo DS systems, but this one was boxed in €4. I
think this was the one I had. This is the exact same color. When I bought Nintendox, it was sort of this bluish blue.
Bluish, oil blue, I think they call it. Inside is Mario Party Advance that was included, and there was also a bootleg DS game, but it doesn't work anymore, so I already threw it out. The charger wasn't included, but the girl says she still has it and she will phone me when she finds it. Yeah.
That's nice. For just €4.
For €4, yeah. Probably never hear from her, but you never know. And the same lady also sold.
Yeah, me too. Now. A Betamax?
No. Video 8.
It looks like a Betamax. It's the same clamshell.
But it's nice, no? So I just bought a Video 8.
Where did you find it?
Next to the DS. For 50 cents.
Wow! Just the box is cool.
Yeah.
I want it.
It's mine.
Thomas always finds. This was like the first flea market ever that I didn't even spend any time on. I mean, I was selling stuff, so I didn't have the time to check
work, man. And then I think my last purchase from this flea market.
Still sealed?
Sealed? Starter game.
Are you gonna open it?
Probably, or sell it maybe, or trade it. I mean, I don't know. It looks like a cool game, you know. It's a strategy in the Star Trek universe. I'm a bit of a Trekkie, not really a big one, but I like my Star Trek games.
You like to techie on your penis?
Yeah, with Worf. She was like, it was priced €1. I already tried to peel the price off. But she was like, "Man, you're lucky. I mispriced that." I was like, "Nobody's ever gonna buy this for more than €1." I was gonna haggle.
How can you say I mispriced that? I mean,
that she had like real price tags and everything, like professionally done. But if you misprice everything, that's not that cool. But I'm glad with this. I mean, I almost decided not to buy it, but she was like, "You're lucky. It's only €1." I was like, "Yeah, I'm buying it too." So you bought anything at the flea market?
No. Yeah, for my girlfriend I bought a Michelin Harry Potter train, which was super expensive, €270 originally, and now I paid 75. But it was mint in box. So.
75 is okay, you know?
Yeah, but for a flea market,
it's
that's
for
a lot of money.
Flea market still a lot. But it's the Hogwarts Express, and are there figurines included?
No, it's just the train. A lot of tracks, really like super, extremely.
I will put a picture of the box.
Yeah, if you can find it. Yeah, Michelin, which is like a good brand of trains.
Of course, it's the main brand.
I think you had Fleischmann back in the day.
Fleischmann was better.
Does it still exist?
Yeah, it still exists.
Is it better? I thought Martin was better.
Well, I think Fleischmann is considered better, but it's also more expensive. I'm not sure.
It's weird because I thought, but I could be mistaken. I thought my father was a big train fan when he was a kid.
Yeah, but in Belgium, Marklin was the biggest brand.
Yeah, I think my father said that Fleischmann was sort of like the lesser brand.
You have Lima, which is lesser.
Lima.
It's Italian, and Pico is East German.
You even know about trains? Why?
Yeah,
you know everything.
So onwards to Culkin, the Christmas fair for Belgian nerds, and
the Mecca of nerds.
The Mecca of nerds. I traded Maarten, who was also at Flea Market, DuckTales 2, and I gave him Conker's Bad Fur Day on the Xbox, not on the N64, and also I believe Mr. Nuts or something.
So he really likes nutty characters.
He likes nutty characters.
Yeah, because Conker.
Yeah, Conker is also a nut eater. And then you remember maybe I bought that what's it called again? The Game Boy game I paid €3 for boxed on the flea market.
Kitty Icarus.
Kitty Icarus. A friend of mine also gave me a boxed copy. What is the coincidence? I mean, come on. So I traded Sam Aklo, the ever lovable Sam Aklo.
Yeah.
Metroid.
So wait, you didn't want a box Kitty Icarus? But you wanted a non-box Metroid?
I bought that game, and a friend of mine told me, here are my childhood Game Boy games.
Without the box.
No, also boxed. What is the coincidence?
Okay, but so now you traded the box Kitty Icarus for a non-box Metroid?
Yeah, but I just want to play the game, yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it worth a lot more, a box Icarus?
Probably, but he's a nice guy, I like him.
Okay.
And he also sold me, actually
nice guy.
his lady friend, his wife actually, she sold me Gold Patrol for the SNES, and I only had to pay 10. They were marking it at 15, so pretty nice.
They were selling some in the Infinity.
Yeah, they had a booth there.
Oh, cool.
With a lot of good stuff actually, but most of the cool games I already had, so sadly.
Sadly, no.
Yeah,
otherwise you would have
good
spent
for my
more
wallet.
money.
He also gave me this Black Week Gundam
But why would you need this?
to put it on my
Really?
on my Wii
Hello,
controller.
hello, and this is for you.
And he also gave me this Wii
Empty Wii
case, but I have a lot of like really dirty and filthy ones, so it's always nice to get clean Wii cases.
Dirty and filthy, just like you.
Dirty. I also sold a blue Wii to our leader, Julian van Ganzenbeke, the Jurginator.
I also sold him a Neo Geo X.
Yeah, I know.
You delivered it.
I delivered it. And he also wanted the blue nunchuck. I said, cool, but give me a black one, or another one, because...
Is it an original?
Yeah, it's an I think so, I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Did he trick me?
No, it is. It says RVL, that's the original
Okay.
Nintendo.
So I asked him, please give me another one, because otherwise I can't play my Wii games. So we did.
It's been a while since I held this in my hand. I haven't played Wii for such a long time.
Whoa! And he also gave me a free Mortal Kombat 3 manual. I have the boxed game, but not the manual, so now it's complete.
Complete!
The only thing I actually...
The only thing I want.
Bought at Culkin was this nice stack of games.
The only thing he bought.
Which was bought from a reseller who was setting a booth there. He was asking 5 a piece for these items, and I said,
I want Jet Set Radio for 5.
And I said, do you want to do 3 for 10? He said, okay. It was a Dutch guy. It's broken here, the hinge, but still.
As always.
Yeah. The inside is still pretty nice, you know. The disc is in mint condition. There's apparently also Dead or Alive 2 in here.
Well, that's a bonus.
A bonus, didn't see that at the...
And also, that's just commercial.
Yeah, that's commercial for a Metropolis Street Racer. If you're not from the PAL region, these game boxes have been designed...
To fuck with us.
Yeah, it's collector unfriendly. Man, how to get this close? They break off quite easily. If you touch them,
if you just look at them, they'll break.
If you step on them, they're just gone. It disintegrates in 1,000 pieces.
It's just gone. It implodes. The game disappears.
This one is a really expensive game.
Impel, yeah.
Impel,
Just
but American,
available in
it's
Spain. Yeah.
super cheap, but I want to play it. Super cheap.
Is it a good game?
I don't know, but I like the movie.
Maybe you should show because you didn't show.
Cool World!
Cool World, yeah. If you don't say.
I like the. It's a bit of a Roger Rabbit style.
And also a bit of a like the heavy metal movie, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a bit risque as well, I think.
Yeah, probably back in those days it was risque. But I like the fact that you have a regular dude walking around in a cartoon world.
And that's Kim Basinger, right? The girl, is it?
Don't remember, to be honest. It's been 15 years since I watched that movie. And then last but certainly not least, CDX cartridge, which you can use to play import games on your Mega CD. These go for quite a lot of money. There was one reseller selling them for 40, and so I haggled it for 5.
So now you can play any import CD game on your Mega CD.
Yes, sir.
So it's a cartridge that will make your CD, your Sega CD, region free actually.
Yeah.
And it's also from a
Yeah.
videotheek in The Hague.
Here was a sticker like if you rent it for 5 days, it's only 3.
Gulden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Cool.
And there was another guy.
But this is not an official item, right?
Of course not.
Because it says official distributors, but it's not Sega.
No,
endorsed.
it's official distributors of that product.
Yeah, you would think that that Sega would sue them, but they're not afraid. They even put their name and address.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
No.
Then why doesn't Sega officially release such a thing?
Because the licensing fee for the games, they want it region by region, so they can ask twice the money to the developers and the publishers. Another dude I know of, and who's also in the Facebook groups, he also always has some toys with him. And
Is he also from Culkin?
Yeah, also from Culkin. I bought
Shira?
Shira. No, it's the queen.
That's good thighs that she has. The child birthing hips. Wow.
He-Man will have a lot of children with the princess. It was 5 for the 3 figures. Finally got myself a Hulk to put in my ring.
No, really? The real Hulk Hogan?
The real Hulk.
This is so cool.
I've seen him before, but he's always pretty damaged. This one looks pretty good. And this one, I thought, I never seen him before. It's a really strange He-Man figure. Probably called Stretcher or something. And I also, he had one of these cool
the mini comics that came with the figures.
Yeah, but this one is in Italian and German, but still, I mean, it's not a difficult story. I mean. So, one last thing from Culkin. This was bought online in early July. The guy who organizes this event, his website is retrogamingfun.be. And because he had too much stock, he sold off some of the lesser popular games in games and systems for super cheap prices. So I just got a Philips video pack, and he had a big bunch of games. It boils down to €1 a game.
Wow.
I'm gonna go through them really quickly because, yeah, video pack. Popeye, Frogger.
It doesn't even look like Popeye. No, really.
But the console is like, it's one of the earliest systems.
It's just a few blocks.
Yeah, but this one is called Duel or Gunfighter. Stay sharp, Julian.
Yeah, but I just want to check it out. I mean, I've never seen video part.
Comic Conflict.
Is it a good game or?
Popeye is the Nintendo arcade game, so.
And is it still playable or is it horrible?
I don't know. I've not yet played them.
But you have a video pack.
Yeah, but the video pack is it's a system that's actually older than the Atari 2600. It's called the Oddyssey 2 in America, so it's really limited and dated.
Such cool box art.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, baseball. It's also handy they're numbered, so you can store them. This one is called RC War.
So this was for sale in Belgium as well?
Yeah, it's from Philips released it here. Electronic billiards.
Were they expensive back in the day, or?
Probably yes. Satellite Attack. Those titles are really inspiring.
So
A labyrinth game.
I missed part of your explanation. Who gave this to you?
No, I bought it from the guy who organized the fair,
Oh,
but
yes.
really, really cheap, like €1.
You just wanted to get rid of them.
Yeah, I had too much stock. Flipper.
And are you sure you need these stones?
Las Vegas gambling. It was for the whole bunch, you know. I mean, depth charge.
Depth charge.
The lamest name of the game ever.
Damn, Thomas.
Monkeys. Sangeries. It's only in French on that one. Electronic soccer.
I think you're the electronic sucker here.
Freedom Fighters, which looks suspiciously a lot like Cosmic Conflict. This one is one of the best games on the system. Munchkin. Pac-Man clone, and this one is a later release, Nightmare, and that's when they already released the Plus, like with the special graphics, and you see this is the regular game, this with the special.
So what does it mean that there was a new video pack?
Yeah, a better video pack, and then you had better graphics, but naturally everybody developed so they could still be played on the original one.
It's really like a huge improvement.
Yeah, but the gameplay is exactly the same. It's only the background graphics that are improved.
No, all the graphics. Really, everything is better.
No. Yeah, this is the game. You see, the ghost is exactly the same.
Ah, yes.
It's just a background behind it that's
Oh, that's
different.
lame.
So I will. So now I think I have an instant video pack collection.
So, are these the first video packs you bought? No, I gave you one, right?
Yeah. It's your fault.
Oh, really? But you don't have a console.
Oh. No, I do have a console. I got a system for free. Oh, everybody throws these away.
You're still not done, I think, right?
No, man.
Damn, maybe I should talk.
Yeah, that's good. My jaws are tired.
In a flea market just in Mossel, still trying to get rid of my ecological checks. I bought original soundtrack album, just a compilation of soundtrack hits.
Yeah.
But of course I bought it because it includes a song from Back to the Future.
Nice.
I have the soundtrack, I have the CD even, the Back to the Future CD. But as you know, I have the website btf.be, and I'm always on the lookout for Back to the Future in Belgium. So I just want to document everything. So whenever I find something Back to the Future in Belgium, I just need to pick it up, and it was just €1. In Flea Market as well, I found just a small book in English, The Dinosaurs of Jurassic Park, 35 cents. It says here, take a look behind the scenes in the dinosaurs, discover the secrets of how the film dinosaurs were made from clay, plastic, steel and foam rubber. So it's really just a behind the scenes book and a bit on the...
really big...
Yeah, and also for example, Velociraptors, it's really a children's book. Velociraptor, you say it like this, Velociraptor is the real star of Jurassic Park. Velociraptor means fast stealer. Okay. Yeah, you want to show? You're waiting to show more?
Yeah, stuff? But do show something. Please do. Let my jaws take a breather.
Yesterday I went to the Fat Cat, you know, the record store.
Yeah.
Close by to where you work or used to work.
I still do for 1 month.
You still,
I just changed jobs.
Yes.
Signed my new contract today, so...
Yay, congratulations,
Yay!
more monies. Yesterday I went to the Fat Cat and I offered some older records I didn't need anymore. New records that I bought in the last, let's say, 5 years. But I knew I would never listen to them again, so I thought maybe I can get some money at least. And he said, yeah, I'll give you 25 euros in store credit for, I don't know, something like 10 or 8 records.
Yeah.
So I got, this is nice because I had ordered the album, the final Chuck Berry album. It's a posthumous release, but it was announced while he was still alive, so it's not a cash grab. I remember reading about it 3 or 4 months ahead of his death, and it said like, yeah, his first studio album in 38 years.
Yeah.
Like, wow, cool. But then he passed away, so it became a sort of a tribute to him. But it's not a cash grab. So I was looking forward to it. I ordered it, 23 euros. So he still gave me 2 euros because I had a 25 store credit. So it's nice. It's to me it's a free record because
You never
I
gonna
would
listen
never.
to it.
Yeah. So to me, it's a win-win situation.
Win-win.
And today, I bought the official soundtrack to the new, well, the recent Disney, The Beauty and the Beast, which includes the very excellent Evermore. Have you seen the movie?
No, not yet.
So it's all the songs you know from the cartoon, but it also includes a few new songs written by the same guy, Alan Menken. Sadly, not by the same lyricist because he passed away due to AIDS. But the song Evermore is now a song sung by the Beast. He never had a song in the cartoon or in the animated movie. So very great song, and it's on a lovely, as they tend to do nowadays, on a lovely colored vinyl.
Nice.
This is a nice. It's not really. What is it? It's like a sort of purple, bluish. It's not just blue, right?
I think it's
Dark blue?
Dark blue.
I love it.
It's nice, yeah.
It's a nice color of blue. Because if you remember, my aqua was really like a bubblegum blue.
Yeah.
Like a baby blue. So maybe you can talk.
Yeah. So, two items I forgot from ADM Flea Market. 2 PS3 games. Brutal Legend and Fallout 3. I just bought it because it's a Team Schafer game. Apparently it's a good one, I don't know. They were €3 a piece. I think she wanted 5 a piece and I haggled them to 6 for 2 or something. She said, sure, why not? And then I traded this game. I've been looking, I know I say it a lot, but I've been looking for this one for a long time.
I don't believe you anymore.
Gradius 3 and 4, which is really strange, like, because when they announced the PlayStation 2, they said that it has the emotion engine and then all the graphics will be really great. And one of the 2 launch games was like a 1995 arcade game. I mean, this was a launch title for PS2. And it still ruined the Dreamcast, I don't understand. It's just like a 2D side split. It's a very good game, of course, but it doesn't really show off the emotion engine. It could have been made on the PS1.
Too bad they don't include the game. It's a Barbie game.
You almost had me there. And I traded it for some limited edition Dragon Ball game I picked up a couple of months ago, and the guy actually messaged me. I want that game. I saw your video, so.
Oh. You have fans?
No, not really. From the same guy I bought the video pack games from. This was 10 for the 3 of them. Solfees.
Oh, cool. I remember the nerd talking about this. He said, like, he hated it. It says Solfees, more like Soul Feces.
Yeah, it's a really good shooter.
Oh. Maybe you just want to make a pun.
Yeah, of course. It's a title that I believe you also have this released on the Mega Drive, and it's called Soul Tease. Like what? Who decides these names? My very first Jaguar CD game.
These are really rare. I mean, I think there were only 14 Jaguar CD titles.
But this one was included with the system, so
so it's the less.
yeah,
rare.
it's the most common game, but still to find Jaguar CD.
Wow, in Belgium. Wow.
In Belgium.
Never before.
Voila.
Even Jaguar games are super rare to find in Belgium.
And then a Japanese Mega CD game, Thunderstorm FX. It's known in Europe as Cobra Command.
And this one you can now play with your region free because
this also it's an
because
American.
you have an American
and
Sega CD1 and a PAL Sega CD2, right?
2 PAL Sega CD2s.
And I don't have one Sega CD console. I have Hook on Sega CD for the last 10 years, and I've never been able to play it.
I also bought.
Thomas, it never ends.
Sorry, I traded this one.
You should just calculate how much money did you spend this last month?
I don't know, man.
Thousands of euros.
No. I always buy things on the cheap. So I just bought this one to change the box with another game. So now this one has the broken box.
Is it a Saturn game or a Sega CD? It's a Sega CD,
an American game. But the Sony games in Europe were also released in this case. And I had one that was totally bust.
Ah yeah, that's why my Hook is like this.
Yeah.
Because
it's a Sony game, yeah.
The graphics are really horrible. View the destruction in graphic detail. What?
No.
What?
What?
This CD's flight sim doesn't spare you the grisly details.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's one of the most common CD games.
So it's Thunderhawk or Thunderstrike?
It's called Thunderhawk in Europe and probably Thunderstrike in the United States. I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't have the CD for Thunderstrike. I think it's the same game, but it's called Thunderhawk in Europe because this is also a PAL CD in an American box. So 2 DVDs from thrift store because
Why?
because Elvira's Haunted Hills. I don't know, man.
Is it a pun on her hills?
I assume it will be, but it will also be a really bad horror movie or something. So 50 cents. You see, it was priced down in the thrift stores. It was once €1.50.
That's sad.
And this one is the best Ghost Rider movie ever made.
The second one.
No, it's a horrible movie. This one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, there's also this is the second one, right?
Yeah, it's the second one. And
The first one is better, I think.
But it's with 3D glasses included, so I was kind of curious. Also priced down from 150 to 50 cents in the thrift store. Almost through here, Julian. Picked up a comic book on the Friday market. It was a big stack. I just took one because I didn't want to take the whole
This
stack.
is a classic.
It's a classic, and I paid €2 for the whole stack, so pretty
Is
nice.
the English?
Yeah, it's in English.
Great. I love how he draws hair. Charles Burns.
Yeah, it's nice.
Lovely hair. Can you see this, guys?
Can you see the hair?
The hair. Oh, you can see it here, of course, in big. The hair is lovely.
One last thing from Edegem Flea Market. Small Mighty Max set.
Oh.
And I asked the lady how much is this, and she said, well, take it for free.
Wow.
Like she was like, huh, why do you want this?
I still have one sealed Mighty Max, but I wonder where is it.
And then Sam Akelo gave me 2 cool books. Haven't read them yet, because I only got them
So
on
how do
CD.
you know they're cool?
Well, everybody tells them they're cool. So Millennium series, the first 2 books. So I'm still needing the last one. I will definitely give them a read. And then this is really the last item I have from the thrift store.
101
The one
Dalmatians
Dalmatian
and Smarties
Smarties.
combination.
Yeah, like what the hell? It's like the
Probably this includes Smarties and then...
yeah, something like that probably. It's Acopal, which is a Belgian brand, but it says France, so probably a French brand. But I liked it. Well, it's pretty cool. So you get anything left?
Yes.
Whew, I'm glad I'm through.
Stop buying stuff.
Stop buying stuff. I won't.
My mother-in-law, well, I'm not married, so
Oh yeah. You can call it your mother-in-law.
my girlfriend's mother, she last Christmas, finally, she gave me a 25 euro
Gift certificate.
for a Fat Cat as well. So Fat Cat.
Same record store.
Just
If you come to Antwerp, visit the record store.
and so I bought. This is funny because this was exactly 25 euros. I bought the reunion. This is the 2 Fleetwood Mac members, Lindsey Buckingham and Christian McVie. Christian McVie left Fleetwood Mac, I think, at the end of the 90s. She was fed up with the direction they were going,
Yeah.
or maybe just fed up with the music industry in general. And then last year they had a big reunion. These are 2 of the most prolific songwriters.
But they don't call themselves.
No, it's not Fleetwood Mac. But the funny thing is that apart from one member, it's all Fleetwood Mac because even the session musicians are Mick
all,
Fleetwood,
yeah.
John McVie. Those are the guys from Fleetwood. Mick Fleetwood is he's one of the guys who gave his name to Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And so I think it's quite funny that this is like 90% Fleetwood Mac, and it's a very very good album because as you may or may not know, it's hard to be relevant after, let's say, 45 or 50 years in the business.
Of course.
Especially when you're super rich. There's a lot of rich rock stars that just phone it in after a while, and then they just give big shows, Las Vegas shows, but there's no passion, there's no creativity.
No.
This is incredible. This is like a vital sounding, really good album. So
Really?
it was a blind buy. I just knew the first single, In My World. I heard it on the Radio 1, the Belgian channel. So this sounds good. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna give these old farts, I mean, some more money because they're super multi-millionaires. But it's great. I mean, they're 70 years old and it's a fantastic album.
You would think you would get a better haircut who's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, but I'm glad he still has his hair. I mean, you will still have your hair when you're 70, but I won't. So
he doesn't look 70.
No, indeed, and even she doesn't. So
No.
I think maybe a good facelift, but even if it's a facelift, it will be a classy one.
Yeah.
Not a creepy Michael Jackson-esque.
Big lips, no eyes.
Great album. So guys, if you're into Fleetwood Mac or just into classic quality rock, this is the album to get. And this was free for me because I had the coupon for the certificate. While in the Fat Cat, I also bought. I had this ordered. The last Bowie recordings. So as you may remember, you should remember, David Bowie passed away last year. Sadly, at the age of 69, really 2 days after his birthday, and 2 days after he released his
last CD.
Well, we didn't know what would be his last CD, latest. So this extended play includes 4 of his final recordings. Great stuff. Also includes the digital download. I always like it when they include the download.
I think they should always do it.
They should always, but they don't. For example, the Fleetwood Mac thing doesn't include the download. Chuck Berry does, which is cool. And
it's on the company, I think.
Yeah, it depends. And this is also a really cool vinyl.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's sort of a clear blue, I would call it.
Clear blue with stars.
Yeah, it even includes stars because, of course, the stars were the main theme of the artwork for his... Well, the album was called Black Star, and this one is called No Plan. So, a cool vinyl. This was super expensive. Well, if you think about it, just 4 songs for 16 euro. So it's 4 euro per song. It would be cheaper on iTunes. But yeah, it's Bowie, it's cool, it's vinyl. And then when...
it's vinyl.
It's vinyl. It's vinyl and it's vinyl.
Vinyl from David Bowie.
That's a nice
Probably
one.
not...
No, they'll probably milk his legacy until the end of time.
Yeah.
Even Elvis still has new albums every year.
Really? Every year?
Elvis is still, I think, in the top 3 of the biggest selling artists after his death. I think it's Michael Jackson, Presley, probably now Bowie. Those are guys that still sell $millions worth of records every year, ever since they passed away. On the Ghent Flea Market, the one we talked about, I didn't buy anything at all. I just found one vinyl record. One of my favorite songs of all time, the Crockett's theme from Miami Vice. I've never seen Miami Vice. It's a classic series.
I saw it on VT4.
A rerun, probably.
Rerun in the mid-90s.
Yes, but it's just a superb song by Jan Hammer.
True.
This is the extended version, which is better than I already had the 7-inch, but this is the extended 12-inch. It's just amazing. And this was just €1, which is nice. It even includes the plastic poly bag. This was apparently a Dutch record because it includes the original price, 15 guilders, which is actually a lot for the 80s. I mean, that's 7.5 euros, but inflation-wise, it will be something like maybe 12 or 13 euros for just one extended...
But it was really popular back in those days.
And the funny thing is that it was discounted back then to 14 guilders. Woo! 1 guilder discount. Just €1. I'm very, very happy. I once saw this at Giovanni. You know the guy. He asked 5 or 6, so 1 is a much better price. And then I think I still have 2 items to show you.
Main event?
No, just 1 bag. No, 2 more things. When I was in the Fat Cats, I also bought. This is cool. My favorite Dutch band of all time, the Golden Earring, they had a complete album collection.
Oh, really?
So these are all their albums.
They have so many albums.
Yeah, on small CDs.
Small CDs, regular.
Well, I mean, thin, and it's even numbered. And it includes 3 full discs of unreleased tracks,
or
singles, or rare tracks and non-album tracks. And it's really it's you know Golden Earring? You know the hits, right? Twilight Zone, Radio Love, When the Lady Smiles, classic rock. I really like those guys.
They're only popular in Belgium and the Netherlands, or
Well, Radar Love and Twilight
Radar
Zone
Love.
made the top. They in America they had 2 hits. I mean, you know when let's say when Belgians or when Dutch people or French people, when they talk about their famous abroad, it's always, you should take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, of course.
And for example, the very great Soul Sister from Belgium, great band. The media talked about it in the 80s that they hit it big in America, and they did, but they only reached like number 43, which is still awesome. I mean, I will never have a top 43 song in America, but it's only number 43.
Yeah, it's not number 1.
Golden Earring made the top 10, so Radar Love was number 13, which is top 20. The Twilight Zone really number 10, which is incredibly difficult for a Dutch band. It's super awesome.
But it's not Radar Love. I mean, it's such an
number
iconic
13
song.
is still cool.
Yeah, but it's such an iconic song.
I know. Featured twice on The Simpsons already. Radar Love.
Really?
I mean,
Trivia.
how cool can you get
The
it?
king of trivia.
Yeah, but even Homer sings along to the song. I've been driving like Homer sings along to the song. I mean, I would die if I was told and The Simpsons would quote my song.
I didn't know they had that many albums.
Oh yeah, 26, 27, and they're still good. They are another example of the non-lazy millionaires.
Yeah.
So
They're probably not.
I think they are. Yeah, they are, because they even have their own island in Aruba or Ibiza.
Oh, okay,
They can retire. Yeah, because it's funny. The drummer probably he's not as rich because he didn't write any songs. But the drummer, they're all 70, almost 70 years old. They're born in 48, so next year they'll be 70. And the drummer is always angry. He says like, "Oh yeah, guys, I want to play all year." And the other guys are like, "Nah, half of the year we just want to sit on our lazy bum on Ibiza or on Aruba." But they still have the fire. And 4 years ago they released their latest album, great title, Tits and Ass.
Classic.
And it's still a super excellent album. I mean, if you just listen to it, the singer is just as good. The riffs are cool. The lyrics are awesome. They're not taking it, or they're not phoning it in. They're really giving, and that's what I like about these old geezers. The Stones as well. I mean, the Stones released a new song just a few years ago, Doom and Gloom, and it's so good.
Yeah, it's a good.
Man, and then you have these bands that just after 3 albums they just.
Or after the first album.
Yeah, they just think, oh, we're gonna party and make money, and don't care anymore. The Strokes. What happened to the Strokes? What happened to the Killers? I don't know. Yeah, well.
Your childhood is lost. Well, your teenagehood.
I don't remember what this was. I remember. This was from England as well. Yeah. So there was a very cool record store in England, in London. I should look it up because that's true. We should highlight this in the video. I think we're talking for 17,000 minutes now.
Should I check?
Yeah, I think it's at least 1 hour, but. We're gonna highlight this. We're gonna maybe make this a 4th episode because I told the guy that he had such awesome prices, especially in London. London's an expensive city.
Yeah, of course.
And I said I have a YouTube channel. Well, Thomas has a YouTube channel.
Well,
I'm gonna
mention
you because you deserve it because he had such cool prices. So this was. I should have He gave me his card. Here's my card. Here, London's biggest vinyl sale in East End. So it's the East End's best kept secret. 600 new records every week, open from Thursday to Sunday, 11 a.m. 6 p.m. Over 12,000 records from the 1920s to the 1990s. And free records given away today. So it's really like a superb, they don't have a Facebook, they don't have a website, but just in the East End, in the rear of Brick Lane, just go there, vintage vinyl, it's in a cellar in a basement, but it's advertised really well with a big billboard.
You'll find it if you check.
It's really, if you go to London...
How did you discover it?
Yeah, we're just walking around, we read that there was sort of like a flea market, no, not a flea market, but just a market going on with food stands and really excellent, and we ate some excellent burrito. And I just saw it, I said let's go inside. It was in a basement, not very fireproof, creepy cellar with a very low roof. But what really surprised me was the prices. I mean, they were very, very okay for a metropolitan city as London. I've been to other London record stores.
Just like...
Yeah. Just like, for example, a regular Springsteen for £30.
Yeah.
this was amazing. Good prices, great guy, friendly. He even gave a free record. I don't know what it is, but it's funny. It's just included in every bag. So I got a free single it's even from Warner Bros. Records. Sonny Parks. I don't know who that guy is, but it sounds like a fun. I'll play it later.
So 1963.
Yeah, so it's a fun
New
song.
Boy in Town.
So this was a free one. So what did I buy? The first MC Hammer album. Woo! I didn't have it. So this is the one prior to his breakthrough.
Okay. Yeah.
This is from 1989, and the year after that he hit it big with You Can Touch This and his second album.
Yeah.
So this is the first. Let's get it started. Yeah, it's just cool. I mean, I like MC Hammer.
Let me check.
This was £10, which is okay. I mean,
it already has a
posse.
A big posse on the back.
This was £10, and it's in relatively good shape. And also like vintage hip hop goes for a lot of money nowadays. If you have these old Ice-T albums or Grandmaster Flash,
of
or
course.
the Fat Boys, or what is it, Houdini, like the quality hip hop, as you know.
Yeah, not
Chris
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer is cool. It's also quality. It's also vintage. No, Chris Rock mentions these, that he says like I really like rap music. Chris Rock says, but it's hard to defend it nowadays. He said in the early days it was easy to defend rap music. It was easy to defend it on an intellectual level, and you could break it down intellectually why Grandmaster Flash was art, why Run DMC was art, why Houdini was art and music. Because you could break it down, but now he says it's hard to defend I got hoes in different area codes, or it's hard to defend move bitch get out the way. But back in the day they had like intellectual lyrics. They talked about the problems that blacks were facing, they talked about racism, about war. That's why the early hip hop is now very expensive, because it's quality, it's not
But you also had like Dr. Dre and Gangsta.
Yeah, but Dr. Dre Dr. Dre's solo is from the 90s. Dr. Dre, maybe you had NWA, yeah, but that's also very expensive. If you want to find the NWA records, yeah. And then I found that there. So these were just a normal vinyl standing there. Of course, I also asked whether he had Laserdisc, but he didn't.
No.
And then he also had a few just boxes with £1 discs, which is always nice, just £1. And then I found the classic, The Unbelievable by EMF. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh! And this was £1, so I gave him £50. I said, so I need £39 from you. And he said, I'll just give you 40. So this was free.
Yeah,
Once more,
two free records.
Once more, friendly guy, go check him out. He deserves all the clients from 16-bit Jim.
All 5 of them.
I also got the Great Empire movie magazine. It's a great magazine. I've read it multiple times in the past, and I bought it specifically because it includes a Goonies reference. At the end of every Empire magazine, a famous actor will talk about his or her favorite scene.
Movie.
And this is James McAvoy. You know James McAvoy, Mr. Tumnus from the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
He also has a big part in Wanted with Angelina Jolie. And he also, right now, he plays 23 different personalities in the M. Night Shyamalan comeback movie, Split.
Comeback movie.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan was, he
The
made...
Village was awesome.
And then afterwards he made a lot of crappy movies.
And they flopped all.
And now last year he made a return to form with, what was the name? The House? The Visitor? I forgot. A very, very micro budget, but a very effective, scary movie. And then the second one he made this year, Split, was also well received. So he's really...
I gotta check it out because I really liked the
early Shyamalans. So James McAvoy talks about his favorite scene from The Goonies, which is when they find have you seen The Goonies?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, not everybody has. So when they find the golden coins in the wishing well, and they think they found One-Eyed Willie's treasure, then it turns out it's just a wishing well, and they can't, of course, steal the money because it's other people's dreams, other people's wishes. And Mikey has this sort of a emotional speech that he says, "We can't quit now, we can't give up. Goonies never say die." And then indeed the pièce de résistance. After 700
minutes
hours,